Tulekayo mu kuwummula kwaffe okwo wetuwummulidde munnaye tubadde tukyagenda mu maaso ne marathon yaffe Dr. atubulidde ebikwata ku TB. Munnange ali ku Salamu TV olutimbe olw'emirembe teweerabira wawuzi nabagambye nga ntandika programu eno wawuzi egenda kuwa emirimu gwegenda ku Play Store wayo o downloading wawuzi mu kifo ky'okubeera ng'oli ku TikTok otulo tukubuze genda obeere content creator ate bakusasule sente zo zijja buzio ne wawuzi obeere nga onyuka ne kaceekeko ate ng'oli waka. Munnaye Ranian yabadde ku TB nga bwe nabagambye olwasoose ne bagamba okukakasa abantu nti mbu TB awona batuyitiddeyo omwami gwe tutagenda kwatuukiriza mannya eyatubuulidde olugendo lwe mu kuwona TB, engeri gye baamukeberamu gye baamujjanjabamu, engeri gye baamubudaabudamu okulaba nti mbu awona TB. Katumuwulirizeko kateno mukakase nti mu ddoboozi lye mbu TB asobola okuwona.
I would like to thank the Commissioner. I would like to thank Assistant Commissioner, Minister of Health and the government for really standing with us, the TB survivors, from the time we get the infection up to the time that we are seen cured. TB is a disease that you don't see by your own eyes. As the Commissioner said, TB, you cannot just you cannot just know it by any other examination except by gene expert examination and X-ray examination. My own experience is that when I came to realize that I am weak, I do not have appetite, I was growing thinner and thinner, I had really lost weight, and I was coughing. For every word I speak, I would cough 7 times. And at one moment, I was feeling pain on my rib, and then pain on the chest, and also I was feeling pricking pain from the chest that goes up to the back. And then I was feeling excessive night sweat. So these are the signs of TB. When you begin to feel those signs of TB, I call upon you, please go and test and know whether you have TB or not. So I went to the health facility, then the clinical officer, when I presented to him, he took me and gave me the sputum mark, and I placed my sputum. I brought it the next day. So when you put in your sputum, you are supposed to put it very early in the morning before you have eaten any food or you have not even brushed your teeth, so that it is detected. So when it was detected that I have presence of TB, I was immediately initiated on the medication, and after counseling. So, my brothers and sisters, I got the multi-drug resistant TB direct, and I was put on treatment for 24 months, and I didn't miss a day from the day I was initiated on treatment up to the day that the doctor declared to me that, Martin, you are cured. There are side effects of the drugs. Of course, the drugs are free of charge. There are various side effects. It depends on individuals. But those side effects are manageable. When you report the side effects to the medical workers, they give you the treatment. So there are side effects like diarrhea at the beginning. There are red eyes. You get the side effects are exactly sicknesses themselves, but they are manageable, they are treated. So when you get infected with TB, please go and report to the health facility and will get the treatment. TB cures. Among the side effects, I developed sores around my eyes, and I was taken for operation. Right now, I cannot see any writing which is far, but I can read the Bible. I can read writings which are very close. So there are various side effects which are manageable. So TB cures. My brothers and sisters, seek medication early and get treated early. TB is curable. Thank you very much.
If you attentively listen to the commissioner, you listen to the survivor, and the announcements that have been running for the last 1 month, awareness creation is taking place. And those of you who have participated here, you pick this information that we need to put hands together and fight TB. We need to put hands together and fight leprosy. Together we can. Two things that we are going to make history today. And I'd given instructions to one of the prominent lawyers, that is Mabirizi. When we are going to start the 5-kilometer marathon, whereas the announcements were running a marathon, the organizers had turned it into a walk. And I saw breach of what terms of reference. So I'd asked Mabirizi to prepare a constitutional petition. Because we trained, we prepared for a 5-kilometer race, but had been turned into what? I have to thank the organizers for allowing us do the running. So the petition is hereby withdrawn. Mabirizi will not petition. Then there was a doctor, when we reached Useful Road, there was a doctor from Mulago who was running a risk of appearing before the Parliamentary Committee on the Park for overtaking a member of Parliament. I performed very well through the hills, then we came to Useful Road. The doctor from Mulago was about to be summoned to Parliament for overtaking me. Luckily enough, he studied the mood and said, I shouldn't overtake my boss. My brother, you are very safe, and the salary is intact. Friends, if we have to fight together and eliminate this virus called TB, we should all play our part through popularizing the existing legislations. Last Parliament, we did pass the Tobacco Control Act, which was assented to by the President. but very few people are aware of the existence of this law. We are calling upon all duty bearers to popularize and put into practice this law. Last week, up to Thursday, we were going through the nullified narcotics and psychotropic substances control bill. I want to authoritatively report that on Thursday we went through all the clauses, but for fear of again going through the same risk that caused the nullification, the Constitutional Court threw out that law because we passed it without the requisite quorum. So the Speaker has asked us to mobilize each and every member of Parliament, and I'm using this free airtime to mobilize members of Parliament to show up on Tuesday to ensure that we pass this law called Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Control. I feel that will also contribute a lot in eliminating TB. Friends, the set objectives, like I said before, one was to create awareness. It's ongoing, and we have done a lot today. The second one was to raise resources. I have to thank all of you, including the partners that have put resources towards the success of this event. Could we put hands together for all of us, including you people? Like the organizing chairman told us, every kit you bought has got a percentage that is going towards construction of an isolation center, stroke a ward that will be handling TB cases. The third one, which concerns all of us, was to treat, reduce the effects of NCDs. All of you have now improved on your lifespan, I have to report. As a medic by association, NCDs, by running, doing drills, you are reducing on NCDs. Your life expectancy is thereby enhanced. I thank you so much and wish each and every one of us good luck.
I know you formally know it as Twitter. There's a hashtag. Don't leave this place without posting a picture of yourself. And for TB, the hashtag is on the bandana here. Hashtag run to end TB. Please post on X, formerly Twitter. If you are not aware or you've not updated your app, it's now X. You no longer see the badge on that application. So let's trend on this hashtag. There are services being offered by the Lung Institute, Makerere University Lung Institute, Uganda Cares, Equity Bank, and also there is a section where there are drinks. Do not get thirsty. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, who is representing the Honorable Minister, and is none other than the Director Public Health, Dr. Daniel Chabayinze. Please, you can come and make your speech. And after, you'll also hand over medals for people who have done well in the 21 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and 5 kilometers. And we'll be giving a winner and the first runners up. And they will be parting with some items. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Doctor.
Of Health, Dr. Jenrutha Cheng, who has kindly asked me to come and deliver this speech on her behalf. But before that, I also want to congratulate everybody who has run and those who have participated in other activities. So on behalf of the Director of Public Health, we thank you and we appreciate this stuff. So let me give the speech as provided. Honorable members of Parliament, colleagues from WHO, USAID, senior colleagues from Ministry of Health, commissioners and assistant commissioners, Executive Director of Uganda Stop TB Partnership, representatives from other ministries and agencies. I saw Ministry of Education already, our media fraternity who create awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, protocol observed. Good morning. I welcome you to the second tuberculosis marathon, focusing on creating awareness about the disease. We are also using this marathon to raise resources to support the construction of an isolation ward for tuberculosis patients in Iganga Hospital. Lastly, this marathon gives us an opportunity to do exercises, which is a key prevention activity, disease prevention activity. I have been informed that there are other mini marathons at the regional levels, one in Lira, one in Mbale City, Serere, and Rukunjiri districts. Many people, almost 43% in Uganda, are not aware about the signs and symptoms of tuberculosis, and worse still, others do not know that the disease is curable. I want to thank the survivor for TB who's taken us through that detail. This causes affected people to suffer unnecessarily, the stigma and discrimination and delay of seeking care, resulting in death from preventable and curable disease. In Uganda, it is estimated that tuberculosis kills 30 people every day and is still the leading killer of people living with HIV. To date, approximately 91,000 people fall ill with TB every year, and Uganda is ranked among the highest burden of TB countries in the world. An estimated 53% of households in Uganda with tuberculosis patients spend almost 20% of their annual income on TB-related costs, including travel and feeding. 48% of the households with TB patients use their savings or sell their assets to meet TB-related costs and stigma, TB-related costs to treat the patients. They also fight stigma, discrimination, and remain one of the biggest challenges to the community. We know we are also dealing with leprosy at the same time. Although leprosy was eliminated as a public health problem in Uganda, Ugandans still have the disease. Last year alone, over 500 people were diagnosed with leprosy. 14 of these already had disabilities. Leprosy causes disabilities. Once the disabilities have come in, it's irreversible, therefore increasing the burden of people living with disabilities in the country. So let me talk about tuberculosis and leprosy. TB and leprosy are both diseases caused by the same germs or bacteria that are transmitted from one person to another through air when we cough, sneeze, or even laughing. Even as we've just been running and sweating and exercising together, that's an opportunity to transmit these diseases. Mostly tuberculosis affects the lungs, and you remember how he's explained to us, the survivor, but can also affect other parts of the body. The symptoms of tuberculosis include, but not limited to these ones: cough, fever, night sweats, loss of weight, failure to gain weight for children, chest pain, pain in the affected parts of the body that have TB, which is outside the lungs. Leprosy mainly affects the skin, where the skin develops patches. It also affects nerves, and someone loses sensation. You can't feel that part of the skin. The government has put in place the necessary infrastructure to test and treat all people with tuberculosis. TB testing and treatment services are available at all levels of the health service. Both treatment and diagnosis are free at public facilities across the country. We also offer TB prevention treatment to individuals who are at high risk of developing TB, like contacts. Contacts are people who have been in proximity with people with TB, people living with HIV and AIDS, and other immune-compromising conditions. In addition to the above, the Ministry of Health has acquired and developed 17 mobile digital X-ray machines, 5 mobile TB clinics with digital X-ray machine to facilitate community-based TB screening and diagnosis. As you have seen here, and you continue to move at the end of this, to maximize the impact of this sensitization and to reach TB services, a mobile clinic van with X-ray and gene expert machine are available for you to test and know your TB status. Please don't go without testing. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I call upon you to donate towards the End TB agenda. Today we have mobilized for TB isolation ward and keep contributions coming through the account which has been provided. We want to thank Equity Bank for supporting us in making the payments easy for all of us. Please, you may wish to clap for Equity Bank. So for the next things I say, you may have to prepare your hands and we keep clapping. I want to thank you all for supporting this TB marathon. Please clap for yourselves. I also want to thank the organizers for the marathon and the chair organizing committee led by, where's Robert Nachirumba. We thank you, chair organizing committee. We want to thank the TB partnership, clap for them. National TB and Leprosy program team led by Stavia, well done. We want to thank our partner USAID LPHS TB activity, clap for them. Finally, SBC and other partners. Please let's clap for these people. Plus all the people who have put the displays and giving services here. I want to thank the other teams which are meeting in the different cities, Lira, Mbare, Serere, and Rukunjiri, for organizing these sensitization meetings. I want also to thank our former champions, Equity Bank, and other partners for organizing this marathon. I want to thank all the runners, including myself, especially winners of the different distances, for giving priority to this engagement, because Ministry of Health alone cannot achieve to end TB pandemic without your contribution. I say all this on behalf of Honorable Jane Ruth Acheng, Woman MP of Woman Member of Parliament for Lira City, Cabinet Minister of Health. Thank you very much.
Omwami bwe yamaliriza ne tulaba engeri gye basiimyemu abo bonna abeetabye mu misinde gino. Tewabadde birabo ebiri awo mu byabadde byankalakkalira engeri omulimu guno bwe gwabadde nga gwabannakyewa, naye abaasinze babawadde emidaali, babawadde obukoofiira, ne babawa ebintu ebiralalala nga byakukozesa mu bulamu obwa bulijjo, nga byaleeteddwa ekitongole ekyetabye mu misinde gino, nabo nga bawaayo kye bayina. Munaye usually tubagamba, naddala bwe tugenda eri ku branch yaffe eya Salam Charity, tubagamba munnaaye waayo kyonna kyolina mu foomu yonna gy'okiweerayo kiba kisobola okuyamba. Tebabawadde ssente nti mbu babawadde ssente, tebabawadde mbuzi oba nkoko, nedda babawadde midaali okubasiima okwetaba mu misinde gino. Yambala for me, kino ekitongole kyekyawaddeyo ebintu ebitonotono ng'enkoofiira, midaali n'obuntu obutonotono, naye nga balina kampeyini egamba nti mbu yambala masiki, yambala buli kimu ky'osaba, yambala life jacket, yambala reflector, obenga otambuliramu obwo obuufu okweprotectinga wonna w'obeera. N'obuntu obulala obwo bajja kubanga batubuulira wano, banaaba tubakyazizaako batubuulire yambala fomme kyeki, naye ebitonotono byebyo bye baatuwadde. Babawadde emidaali abaasinze mu kilomita 10 ne 10 n'abaasinze munnaye mu kilomita 5. Twalabye omwami eyatusanyusizza nnyo, yasanyusizza abantu, eyabadde akiikiridde bannaffe abalina obulemu ku mubiri. Ate weewunya omwami ono yadduse kilomita 10 ate n'amalako. Twalabye n'omwami yabadde n'akaana kabadde around 4 years, naye omwana naye yamazeko marathon ene. Kyo kitegeeza nti mbu teweenyoomya. Twalabye abakyala bangi ababadde bali embuto twalabye abantu nga bakuliridde emyaka so age is just a number okulaba nti mbwe emisinde gino really ogyetabamu ate kyetwerabidde kimu kyetutalina okwerabira kiri kimu bwodduka twasoose kukola exercises zino ng'osobola kuzeekolera ewaka kino kiba kitulaga nti mbu oba olina kyokendeezaako otuuyanye olina kyokendeezaako mu mubiri ate tuba tujjawo endwadde ze bayita non-communicable diseases endwadde zino ze bayita endwadde ezijja ku lwa lifestyle yaffe olw'obunene endya yaffe kati bw'otuyanatuyanamu weesanga nti mbu ebintu ebimu bifulumye so ekitongole kya NCDs ekya non-communicable diseases mu Ministry of Health kyenkaraginze nnyo abantu okumakinga sure mbu beetanira nnyo okukola exercises era omuntu eyatekinze through mu kukola kyetwandiise edduyiro yatulaze obukodyo obumu bwe tusobola okukozesa ewaka okukipinga fit naddala ffe ababeera mu ofiisi naddala bannaffe ababeera nga batambula batudde munnaye oyinza okukola stretches ewaka kino kyali kibadde ekigendererwa ekimu ekiyinza okwegiyiza abantu okukola exercises ebitongole nga taso IDI TB Stop TB Uganda Cares yambala for me nga tetwerabidde abakiwomyemu omutwe aba Ministry of Health bonna beebaziza buli omu eyabadde mweno enteekateeka era naye abagyetabyemu wabaddewo okukebera TB ku sport era balonkinze n'ekimotoka ekijja kubanga kigenda mu butale nga kikebera abantu TB nga abantu babasomesa engeri gye basobola okukwatamu obulwadde bwa TB engeri gye basobola okubanga munnaye bejjanjaba ate TB n'atafuuka munnaye baana baaliwo okubanga atta abantu so TB asobola okuwona munnanga ali eyo alaba mu Salam TV yezo ebimu bye twasobodde okubaleetera okuva mu bakama baffe abatutwala munnange naffe tetuyinza kubanga tuli wano nga bakama baffe aba Ministry of Health tebaliiwo so twebaza aba Director General Health Services mwenna abategese emisinde gino mwenna abeetabyemu ab'ebitongole abeetabyemu mwenna tubeebaza aba Public Health munnaye mwenna tubeebaza aba IDI taso mwenna tubeebaza okubanga mwakubye omulanga guno okulaba mbu we kick TB out of Uganda munnange omulabi waffe omulungi ali ku Salam TV weekuumirenga ku Salam TV era nga bulijjo weekuumire ku mikutu gyaffe gyonna oba nga tosobodde kulaba programu eno oyinza oginoonya ku Afro Mobile oba ku YouTube channels zaffe zonna oba ku social media zaffe zonna oba oyinza okutunoonya ku bibanja byaffe byonna ebya Twitter oba Instagram munnaye mutunoonyeko ku social media tuba tutaddeyo ko obuntu obumu obubeera obw'amakulu munnaye kankwerekereze omulabi wa Salam TV banaye mwenna twagala kubeebaza naddala mu abadduse okugoba TB mu Uganda n'okusonda ssente zigenda okuzimba woodi ya TB eyiganga ku referral hospital banaye aba IDI twagala kwebaza mwenna ab'ebitongole abeegase mu misinde gino bakinoomu mwenna abayambala for me mwenna aba AIDS support program that is TASO aba Uganda AIDS Commission mwenna sijja kumenya bitongole byonna naye twagala kwebaza naddala aba Ministry of Health abategese emisinde gino namwe bakinoomu abeetabye mu misinde gino twagala kubeebaza mwebale ku exercisinga nga bwe mulabye munaye edduyiro oyo bamukoze naawe osobola omukola ewaka ate n'owona ebirwadde ebingi nga pressure oba nga sukaali n'okukipinga fit beera mulamu ate weekuume ng'oli mulamu nga weekuumidde wano ku Salam TV olutimbe olw'omulembe ngenda kubasiibulira wano nsigadde ndi Mariam Businge ku lwa kuru yange yonna musule bulungi